In the junk removal business, your two biggest investments are going to be your trucks and your people. One of the things you have to think about is how are you protecting those two assets? What are you doing to make sure that those two assets are protected? Spireon FleetLocate has helped us do just that. So here we are outside the truck, and as you can see, the camera's on the windshield. It's put together on the windshield so it can't come off very easily. So even if you were to get into an accident with the truck, it's still gonna stay on the windshield. You can't just pull it off. All right, to show you guys a little bit more, let's go inside the cab. You've got a camera facing in the cab, and there's also a screen that you'll see there. So that actually gives your drivers instant feedback. So you've got different things like texting and driving, not having your seatbelt on, food and drink. It also, if the camera gets unplugged, you can get an alert as well. The wiring from the camera leads up under the roof and goes along the top of the roof line there under the steering wheel. So your guys aren't gonna be able to mess with the wiring at all. If they do happen to unplug the camera itself, it records that as well, and you can take action at that point. And the great thing about the camera is there's no Wi-Fi needed. It's connected to the internet, and it's always sending a signal back to your computer so you can log in at any time. Let's say in the middle of the night, you have somebody that's trying to break into the truck or steal your catalytic converter or whatever. The vibration of the truck will actually turn the camera on and it'll start recording at that point. So you can always see where your truck is. It's got live view capability. So anytime you want to log in, you can click on whatever truck you want to and select the live view and see the in-cab view and the front view as well. So there's a lot of things that this camera does that you can take advantage of as an owner. It'll connect to your truck so you can have certain alerts come up when you need truck maintenance. If your check engine light comes on your truck, it can alert you at that point. You can schedule intervals and keep all of your truck maintenance records inside the system so you can show the entire history of the truck. You can put geofences in certain addresses and areas inside the GPS. So let's say, for example, I want to put a geofence around every single employee's home address. So if they go to their house with the truck, then I can get an alert at that point. You can also have different alerts set up. For example, I have an alert from, at night about 8 p.m. until about 5 a.m. If the truck were to start, then I would get an alert immediately. So I can look in and see what's going on, because our truck shouldn't be operating, during that time, during that window. To show you how this system really shines, let's go ahead and take this out on the road so you can see in real time how it's working. We preach to our guys, obviously no texting and driving whatsoever. If that were to happen, let me show you an example. I pick up my phone, I hold it right here like I'm texting, and you can hear it audibly beep to give me feedback that something's going on. And on the screen, it shows a phone with a red X through it. Anytime there's an event that you want to alert your drivers to, the camera will beep to show them what they're doing wrong, and it'll give them instant feedback so they can immediately fix it. So all your drivers will have their own login. So at the beginning of the day, you can select which truck they're in for that day, and your drivers will have an app that they use to log into on their phone or an iPad or whatever. And at the end of the day, it'll give them a scorecard, just like scores back in school. It'll grade you all the way up to 100. So you start at 100 at the beginning of the day, and each event that occurs, such as speeding, hard cornering, hard braking, texting and driving, will take certain points off of their scorecard. And at the end of the day, they can see how they did for that day, how they stacked up to the rest of the company. And you can use that data for one-on-ones with your guys, for raises, for bonuses, for safe driving, all that type of thing. So now you've seen what it looks like in the truck. So let's go take a look back inside and take a look at what you can see as the owner on the computer.